Hey y'all, Redneck Reads Reddit. Idea for a new channel. Push through and carry on. If y'all watched the video right before this one, you'd get to see this go completely off the rails. So yeah, I don't even know why I'm wearing the headset. It doesn't work with the phone when I'm recording. So anyway, y'all, instead of doing malicious compliance, and instead of playing pictures and video in the background or having the text for the story pop up, um, I'm going to read them. I'm not going to read them before I read them here. Y'all get my reactions. Buddy of mine says, hey man, I'd love to see your reactions. You got it, Hoss. So let's try this again. I've only read like 4 lines of this on the previous video until things went. So, here we go. This is ambulance written across my back should be an obvious sign I don't work at a do-it-yourself store. Not for this lady. This was submitted by Lily Rose 9876. I nipped into the do-it-yourself store right next to the stadium where I was about to go on duty to pick up some paint. Kill 2 birds, 1 stone journey. As I couldn't find the paint, I asked an employee to check where the paint would be in stock, or when the paint would be in stock. So she took me to the counter to check the system. At that point, a woman down the aisle loudly declaring, I think I'll have a tester pot of lilac made up, as her partner was following behind and all the employees in that area were clearly already with customers. I and the employees assumed she was talking to her partner when she got no response. My uniform is all black and very clearly has blank ambulance written on the front and the back, and the employees at this shop wear orange aprons, so I didn't think I could be confused for an employee there. However, apparently, this wasn't obvious to this woman, who only seemed to appreciate that she may have made an error when I responded with her with a blank stare. You do, when I responded with a blank stare to her, you do work here statement. Even after this, she didn't seem to reconsider her behavior, so rather than wait quietly in the queue, she just moved to the center of the counter area and declared again that she wanted a lilac tester pot made up. I just walked away. At this point, I didn't get to see how she could cope with having to wait to be served. Edit, realized I missed the color of my uniform from that sentence. Also, thank you to whoever gave me the gold. So, yep, black uniform, ambulance. Yep, you're definitely a do-it-yourself store employee that wears the orange aprons. Gotta love that I don't work here, ladies. Okay. This sounds, just the title of this one. It happened to me in my pajamas. Okay. Alright, it happened to me in my pajamas. Submitted by Personality Check 1. This isn't very long. That's good. Also, I apologize for formatting. Okay, so this happened today at the mall. I was helping my husband carry in some things for his work, and since I knew I was just going to be going back home afterwards and rest, I left out of the house wearing my pajamas. My pajamas consisted of a Jack Skellington shirt, hey, like that, and Mickey Mouse sweatpants. Skellington and a mouse? Sweetheart, we gotta get you some skeleton pants. Okay. Before I left, I'd gotten myself a drink from one of the many places in the mall and then proceeded to head towards the door. This is when it happens. Cast as me, tired human, and CP, confused person who is also tired. I'm not calling her Karen because she is honestly confused and apologized in the end. Confused person, excuse me, do you work at the mall? Me, no, I don't. I'm in my pajamas, so. Confused person, oh, I am so sorry. I'm guessing I'm still waking up. Me, oh, that's okay. Then we parted ways. I know it may not be as interesting, and it certainly isn't as crazy as the other stories on here. I'm still trying to get over your pajama choices. When true pajama choices look like this: a Fiero shirt and lowrider pants. Coordinate, sweetheart. Coordinate! Alright, y'all. I think I've got time for one more. Okay. Let's check this one right here out. Confused for an employee 5 times in 3 different stores. You're having one of my days. This was submitted by Singing K. I am not singing this. Y'all don't want that. Okay, last week, I, 26 male, went furniture shopping to fill up my new apartment and was looking for very specific things. So I drove around to a bunch of different stores. Alright, y'all, I'm stopping right there. I'm not going to call BS, because maybe he is financially able to drive around to different stores and pick up stuff. My first place, we had, well, my first place consisted of a kitchen, bathroom, living room / bedroom. Very small, tiny house before tiny houses was a thing, you know. Kitchen and bathroom were separate. They were built in the little addition, but kitchen's one part, bathroom's another part. That's nice. The living room, bedroom, dining room was all just the one room. My first place, it consisted of, and y'all probably heard Jeff Foxworthy say this, the spool, that was a table. I had milk crates for just daggum near everything. I had a bed, and it was a water bed. What I had. And the stereo that, you know, could put out enough noise that sounded like the space shuttle taking off. And a beanbag chair. Crappy TV with every game console I owned somehow hooked into it. So, anyway, that was what was in my first apartment. This guy's out looking for new stuff. So let's continue on the journey. In the first store I went to, I had the first incident. I was talking on the phone when I felt a tap on my shoulder and turned around to see a little old lady asking me nicely if we had the sideboard. She was looking in different wood colors. I just responded slightly confused. I did not work there and had no idea, but pointed out that I saw an employee walking past here a few minutes ago and sent her in that direction. Nothing too crazy. I just figured she saw me talking about the displayed furniture on the phone and figured I worked there. 10 minutes later, I was still in the same section. Not being able to settle on anything, I was already on my way out when I hear someone clearing their throat behind me. I've heard stories on this subreddit, and I was already confused from employee once, so I kind of knew what was coming. I turned around and was promptly asked by a less polite middle-aged woman where a certain section was, and I truthfully replied that I had no clue, and I just walked away. Now I wasn't wearing anything flashy, only a plain black t-shirt and blue jeans. And the employees at the first store wear very flashy polo shirts in pink, green, and yellow with the company's name in large letters on the front and back. So I have no idea where they got I have no idea where they got the idea from. Since I still hadn't found what I wanted, I made my next stop at a very famous furniture store with a blue and yellow color scheme. Again, you'd think a black t-shirt, I don't fit into the expected mold of an employee there. Not to make a story longer, I was confused with an employee there again. Twice! At this point, I wondered if I was actually wearing something I wasn't aware of, or if me walking around with my phone in my hand comparing prices and pictures looked like I was doing inventory. Disappointingly finding nothing I liked, telling you, go pick up the free crap, because you're going to destroy your first apartment anyway. Well, he says new apartment. New apartment. I could be completely wrong, and I'm good at that. Anyway, after disappointingly finding nothing I liked, I made my way to a third store. That store didn't have a uniform. The only thing giving away the employees were name tags clipped to their chest. At this point, I want to stress that I did not wear a name tag, because apparently that wasn't obvious, as 10 minutes in the store, I was cornered by a slightly older couple and told to order them some furniture to have delivered. I did not even get a word and couldn't tell them I did not work there before they shoved their order form in my face. I finally got a word in and said I don't work there and tried to give them back their form because I literally couldn't do anything for them with it. They refused to take it back and told me I clearly worked there because I was inspecting the furniture so closely. Doesn't everybody closely look at furniture they want to buy? Kind of got to agree with you. You need to. And to go put their order in the system. I just blankly stared at them and dropped their form on the floor and walked away. I honestly had no idea what it was about that day. I have been confused for an employee a few times before, but at least these people realize their mistake rather quickly. But 5 times in one day, that was just weird. Yeah, that is pretty odd. Hey, JD.
I was literally right there. Look, I saw you and you was...
I know. I hear the tacos. Tacos. I'm going to get tacos. Like, share, subscribe. Bye. Tacos!